A spotlight has been on the Skills Center in Trail recently, due in part to Executive Director Morag Carter receiving the King Charles Coronation Medal for her part in leading the renovation of the center's newly acquired building.
We approached it almost right from the beginning as a building that could be shared with other organizations, other not-for-profits in Trail. We thought about the amount of money that we would need to spend on this building, and because it was expensive, it became very apparent to us that we really needed to make sure that not only the city of Trail and the residents of Trail benefited from the investment in this building, but also that it became a regional resource.
The extensive renovation of the almost 100-year-old building took just over a year to complete and now gives the Skills Center a total of 9,200 square feet of finished space.
The goals that we set for the building were to make it as environmentally sustainable as we possibly could. So this is a retrofit, it's not a new build. We also wanted to make sure that the building was as accessible as possible and as inclusive as possible. So one of the things that we did in our last space was apply for Rick Hansen Foundation certification to make sure that the building was accessible. And it seemed to us that when we were doing this work as a retrofit, if we built that in right from the very beginning, then we would have a building that was as accessible as possible for as many different activities as possible, for as many different people as possible. So that was kind of the vision that we had around this building. And then the final thing that we really wanted to make sure that we did was, we had to raise a lot of money to do this retrofit. It was, these kinds of things are expensive. I mean, they're a huge boon for the community, but they are expensive. So we wanted to make sure that if we were going to spend money on a retrofit like this, that first of all, it was a local, someone in the local area that was the lead contractor, that hired local contractors and that understood the vision that we had for this building, which was to make sure that local people benefited from it at all levels. This is what the organization is about. So making sure that we actually invested that money and making sure those careers were established in the region has been absolutely fantastic.
Part of the Skills Center acquisition includes an adjacent building, and plans are in the works for the renovation of that building to complement the existing center. But for now, the Skills Center is enjoying its new home and the ability to share that space with various other nonprofits and community groups in the Trail area.
A lot of people, when they walk into the ground floor, they say, "Wow, this is so beautiful. It's so lovely in here," and it really is. It's lovely. But I also hope, when we're kind of thinking about the big issues that we are facing as a country, and it's not just about tariffs, it's the threat of climate change and a whole bunch of other things, that this building stands as testament to the fact that we can actually be addressing these issues locally.
For Rogers TV in Trail, I'm Christina Krichkowski.